And I appreciate the opportunity to take a call on the Part 1 stage debate of the ACC bill. This bill has been introduced into the House. It's had its first reading, been to Select Committee, and the work in the Select Committee was pretty onerous and time demanding, and we got through that. We've had our second reading, and now, even at the committee stage, Part 1, the Labor Party is failing to recognise its responsibilities in this matter.
That's right.
Responsibilities. I have waited through the first stage, first debate, the committee stages, the second reading, and now still that word responsibility is not being fronted in this Part 1 debate. 2 levels of responsibility. And before this debate is finished, I hope that the Labor Party will start to show some respect for what the government is trying to do and for what the people of New Zealand need the government to do. And that responsibility, Mr. Chairman, is on 2 levels. Firstly, it's accepting responsibility for the damage that was done to the scheme over the last 9 years. What Part 1 is trying to do is to salvage what was a world-class accident insurance scheme introduced by a national government, Mr. Chairman, introduced by a national government, and I suspect that that is what they hate most about it. It was a national government that brought this scheme to New Zealand. Take responsibility for the damage that you caused to that scheme by trying to turn it into a social welfare measure. And secondly, in this Part 1 debate, Mr. Chairman, I'm looking to the Labor Party to join with the government and take some shared responsibility for saving the scheme. Because if we continue to go down the path, that the Labor Party wishes to follow in the Part 1 debate, and if we carry on and go their way, ACC will be destroyed as a viable 24/7 service available to the people of New Zealand. And maybe, Mr. Chairman, maybe that is what that party over there wants. Because if one thing has come out of the Part 1 debate today, and we had a very, very passionate speech from Mr. Parker, full of feeling, full of condescension towards the minister, but that member did one thing, and it will not be lost on the people of New Zealand. He clearly aligned the Labor Party with the criminal class in New Zealand. There was not one mention of the victims of crime, and that will not have gone unobserved. That would not have gone unobserved. The people of New Zealand, the member, Mr. Parker, list member, made a very interesting point. He tried to draw attention in this Part 1 debate. He tried to draw attention of the differences between the Labor Party and the national government, and the difference was clear. They care more about the criminal class of New Zealand than they care about good, basic, decent New Zealanders. And that, Mr. Chairman, will be the message that the people of New Zealand have taken from the contribution that the Labor Party have made to this Part 1 stage of the debate. And I just repeat, Mr. Chairman, I invite the next Labor speaker who gets on their feet to actually do the decent thing, take responsibility, admit that Part 1 fixes up an act and fixes up a system that party almost destroyed.